Namaste. I welcome you on this beautiful path of sadhana, on this beautiful path of enlightenment. Today I will begin my talk with a very beautiful incident, with a very beautiful story from the life of Buddha and one of his very prominent, very beautiful disciple, very great student, whose name is Nangalkula. Meaning of the name Nangal is the plow which they use in the farm, in the fields to dig the earth so that seeds can be put. Kula means only plow, or Kula also means family. So whose family is only the plow is Nangalkula. Or if you want to take the meaning of word Kula as only, then plow only, one who only got plow. Buddha is walking on this beautiful morning. Nangalkula's fields are very close to the place where Buddha lives. Nangalkula always see that this man, Buddha, always walk by his fields in the mornings. And a great peace is there in the face. And this peace is not something which is acquired, something which you don't have before and suddenly you get. No, this is eternal peace. A eternal calmness is there on the face of this man, Buddha. So Nangalkula is always working on his farm, plowing the farm, plowing the field. He got his plow and he loves that plow. He don't have anyone else in his life. In the name of family, only this plow he got. That's it. And he loves his fields. He knows, he heard about this man, Buddha, that he was a prince in the past. And he left his kingdom. He left the luxuries of palace. He left what today every capitalist person desires: securities. Anyone who desires for security is a capitalist, because the whole idea of capitalism stands upon security and a blind chase. This man, Buddha, he left that which everybody dreams. And in the period when His youth is at its peak. He was very young when he left the kingdom. At a very early age, he left his wife, his child, to find out the meaning of life. Prince Charles, now over the age of 80, have this lust to become king, even at this old age, which is generally a retirement age, means above the retirement age. A normal person generally retires at his age, but at this age the lust of power, the lust of this crown, the lust of the throne is there in him, and he want to become king. Buddha kick the throne. This man must be dangerous, this man must be very, very crazy, because he left what every beggar desires. Beggar desire means the person whose desires never finish, the person whose wants never finish, the person whose greed never finish is a beggar. Nangalkula knows about Buddha, so he is scared of him also. Will he going to make me also leave my farm, my plow? He don't want to be in the company of Buddha, because this man, is he gonna make me leave my plow, my fields? I love it. A dog who's eating a dry bone, a dog, a hungry dog, who is holding a dry bone in his mouth. When he saw the lion coming, he is scared, because he is hungry. His skin is full of infections. He scratches his body all the time. And he saw the lion coming, and the dog think maybe this lion will take away my bone. So the dog runs and hides. He thinks that this lion will take my bone, dry bone. Lion never eat dry bones. Lion kills fresh, drink fresh bloods, and eat fresh flesh. He hunt fresh. But the dog is scared that maybe this lion will take my bone away. So he hide his bone. He run away from the lion. Nangalkula is doing the same. Nangalkula is thinking, maybe this man who left his palace, who left everything, all materials, maybe he will ask me to live my miserable life. We scared. Like that dog who eating that dry bone, thinking that dry bone is very juicy, but he don't realize that when he is biting the dry bone, the sharp dry bone cutting his jaws, and his own blood is coming out in his mouth, and he drink the blood, and he taste the blood, and he think that this blood is coming from the bone, but he don't realize that this is his own blood. Materials are dry, Your securities are dry. The bliss which you feel when you so called get some securities, get some money, get some wealth, it is your own bliss. There is no bliss in the wealth, in the securities. Those people who have lot of wealth, lot of securities, go watch their lives, very dull life they live. Many even commit suicides because there is dullness in the life. Nangalkula is scared of Buddha. Every day when Buddha passed, Nangalkula just walk away on the different corner of his field with his plow. And he see again every day Buddha walks. It is a very regular schedule of his day. He goes away from Buddha because he is scared, like the hungry dog with his dry bone. But he still want to come and see this man because his face is blissful. His eyes are calm. The energy around him when he walks is blissful. One day, Nangalkula was thinking that this man who left everything, but he walks like a king. And I hold this field, this plough. I am miserable. One day he thought that let's walk to Buddha's place and ask for his guidance. Let's do some meditation. Let's do some spiritual practice. Maybe some bliss I will feel. And if I will not feel any bliss, if I will don't like meditation, then so what? I will come back and I will do my farming again. So he left his plow hanging on a tree. That whenever I don't like meditation anymore, whenever I don't like master's company anymore, I will come back and repeat my same life again. So nothing I'm losing. So let's give it a go. We all try to give it a go. To the yoga, to the meditation. We do yoga teacher trainings, we do meditation teacher training, or we do a regular yoga class, regular tai chi, regular women's group, men's group, all this craziness we do. Give it a go. If it works, that's fine. If it doesn't work, then miserable life is there. I will come back. Nangalkula went to Buddha. Buddha looked at Nangalkula and said, "Welcome. Nangalkula, please sit." Nangalkula sat. Buddha said, "Nangalkula, Come more close. Why you are so far? Other students, other disciples of Buddha noticed that master first time made this man and asking him to come more close. Nangalkula came, sat close to Buddha. Buddha asked, "What you want, Nangal?" Nangal said, "You know my name?" Buddha said, "Yes. I walk every day, walk past your fields. I know it is your fields, and I know your name is Nangalkula." "Why you came here?" Nangalkula said, "Master, I came here because something is calling me. I have no idea about it, but I am here. All I can say is give me guidance." Buddha smiled and he said, "Yes, that's why I am here for. That's why Master is here for. Accept guidance, what Master purpose is in this world." Buddha said, "Of course." Buddha gave him a sadhana, a particular technique, and Nangalkula is doing his sadhana. For a long time he did sadhana, and sometimes he feel very stressful. Sometimes he feel very lot of anxiety comes. Sometimes he think, what is this I'm doing? It's not helping. My sorrow is not going. We want quick fix because we brought up in this capitalist societies that there is abundance and get as much as you want without giving importance to the source where it is coming from. We only have lust and greed. We just want to exploit. We want to fill our lives, our homes, our houses with unnecessary things. Look in your house. So many things are there in your house which you hardly even use, but it is there in your house. You are a hoarder. So many things you hold. So much is there unnecessary taking space in your house. You hardly think because you are brought up in this capitalist societies. Your mother, father injected that you have to succeed, you have to succeed. What you gonna do with your life? This question your father asked you as soon as you turn 18, 19. He asked you this question. What you gonna go with? What you gonna do with your life? Do something. And since then, till today, you never stop. You are just following your father, even though your father is gone. But the father is in your mind, always alive, and telling you, you can't sit, you can't rest. You have to be miserable. There is a big void is there in your life. That is why you're filling this void with your paychecks, with your money, with your securities. Your life is dull and you want to remove the dullness through securities. That is why unnecessary products are there in your house. Unnecessary things, unnecessary objects which you hardly ever used, they are there in your house. Because we want everything quick. In the path of sadhana also, we want success very quick. We want calmness very quick. If calmness is not coming, then we create a fake calmness. Many people who go to yoga class or meditation class, when they come out, they feel very peaceful. They feel very calm. But that calmness is just a showing off. Sometimes Nangalkula feel that why I am not getting success. We want success. Previously in the material life we want success, and now when we start the spiritual, pseudo spiritual life, in that also we want success. We want our kundalini to rise very quick. We don't want to wait. We want our chakras to be aligned. We want to read something from Hinduism, something from Buddhism, something from Islam, something from Sufism. We want to get everything quick. Tarot card, horoscope, star sign. Every day we try to see how will my day will gonna be, how my this year will gonna be. Stupidity have no end in our lives. Nangalkula sometimes become overwhelmed and he say, I will leave Buddha, I will leave the company of Buddha and I will go back to my field, to my plow. So he leave Buddha's place and he is straight walking towards his fields. When he arrived back to his fields and he saw his plow hanging, Nangalkula said, Nangalkula think, but this life is also very dull. This same old Nangal, same old plow. Sadhana is hard. Path of sadhana is not easy. Path of enlightenment is not easy. But your miserable life is also not very comfortable. Your miserable life is also not very easy. Nangalkula went back and saw his dull Nangal hanging, the plow hanging, and the same old farm, same old field. He realized, he come back. Buddha said, Nangalkula, you are back. Now meditate. Where you have gone, Nangalkula? Nangalkula said, nothing, master. I just forget my path. It was too dark, so I just forget the path. But now I am back to you. Nangalkula doing his sadhana. Very beautifully he is doing his sadhana. Sometimes sadhana become hard, so he again go to his fields and he saw his plow hanging. He said, but this is also not very prominent. This life is also not very promising. So he walked back again. After some time it became a pattern. Nangalkula is always go backs. Sometimes the students, other disciples of Buddha, they laugh at him that look at this man. Every day he go to his field and then come back. He is stupid. He is doing sadhana, but then he distracted, then he go back to his field and never enter into the field. Just from outside the field he saw his plow hanging and then he walked back again. People laugh at Nangalkula. Is it of any worth going back to the Nangal, to the plow and coming back again? We laugh at Nangalkula, but we don't laugh at ourselves. What we are doing is the same. We doing sadhana. We start our sadhana. We start the journey of our enlightenment. But then security, fear comes again back in us. Then we go back looking for a job, looking for contracts, looking for more paychecks, so many bills to pay, electricity, council bills, insurances, car insurances, registration, so many bills to pay. And we distract from the path of sadhana. Nangalkula at least comes back, but we get lost. We want the contracts which are most beautifully serve our purpose from our employers. We beg, give us contract. From our customers, we beg, please give me business. We ask our companies, give us opportunity to work from home. WFH nowadays, after coronavirus, this term become very, very popular. WFH, work from home. Or becoming a freedompreneur, a digital nomad, living in Bali. There is a special visa Bali is giving nowadays that you can work from Bali, work from Thailand. We beg for the securities. We have no idea that there is a blissful life exists beyond securities. We are beggars. Our mindset is very capitalistic, beggar mindset. Unsatisfied. We are never satisfied. We want our miserable life to complement sadhana and sadhana to complement our miserable life. It cannot go hand in hand. You have to choose one boat. You want two boats, you will drown. We get very easily distracted in the path of sadhana from lust, from desires, from anger, from greed, from attachments, from ego, from jealousy. We get distracted. People laugh at Nangalkula, but they don't laugh at himself. They don't laugh at themselves that they are worst. You think that you are a very important person in your company, in your business. Next day, your company will replace you. You are nothing but a number for them. Next day, your business, your customers will replace you because you are nothing for your customers. If your customers will get a lucrative deal somewhere else, they will leave, they will not buy from your business. The fundamental of capitalism is competition. That is why a businessman is continuously in stress, because a new company can come and can overpower his company, his products. We think that we are the best, but for your company, you are just a number. That's it. And number can be replaced anytime, any moment. You think you are very important, you are in a great wrong notion. You think you are a very, very great employee, you are a very, very great businessman, you are a very, very great candidate. Your company loves you, your customers loves you. You are in wrong notion. You are just a number. That's it. In capitalism, only numbers counts. That's it. Not human. The basic fundamental of humanity is completely wiped out from the economics of capitalism. Capitalism means lust, blind lust. That is what we are noticing around, blind lust. One country is attacking another country. The constant risk of nuclear wars. We laugh at Nangalkula, but we don't laugh at ourselves, that what is our stupidity. A man came to me and said, Master, from next year, I will no more get the new contract from my company. So what? That will not change anything. If not this, you will find out some other stupidity. The problem is not outside, it is inside. Your security is your inner great fear. Your insecurity will be remain always there, and it will always constantly distract you from the path of sadhana. Your greed is there, your lust of security is there. In the path of sadhana, in this moment you will jump. You will not wait for 1 year, for next year to start. You will never start. You think every day you do 1 hour meditation and that is enough. You are in a very wrong notion. You will reach nowhere because your ego will not gonna heal. Today you are miserable. Today you are in those jobs where you don't want to be. You are habitual of it. So you will look for something else because you are habitual of being miserable. So if you will not be miserable in this job, then you will find another job to be miserable. If you are not miserable in this business, then you will start another business to be miserable. If you are miserable in this work from home situation, then if you leave this work from home situation, then other work from home situation will again make you miserable. You are miserable. From within you are miserable. When you are miserable from within, outside circumstances will somehow help you to be more miserable. Nangalkula walked to his plough and noticed that no, this cannot be my life, this Nangal, this plough. We hold our plows very strongly. Our plow is our securities. Our plow is where our cocoon. Our plow is our habits, rotten habits, which gives us nothing except pain. I promise you, next year maybe you will not sign the new contract, but that will not gonna change your situation. You will remain miserable. You are miserable today, tomorrow also you will be miserable. If today you can be blissful, tomorrow you will be blissful. Because tomorrow is nothing but the plant which came from the seed of present. That's it. If today you are miserable, it means you are planting the miserable seeds in your conscious, subconscious, unconscious level of your minds. And tomorrow, those seeds will give poisonous fruits. So don't consider yourself a champion by thinking that, oh, I will stop my business, I will stop my job, and I will become enlightened. That is your biggest mistake. Your job, your business, they are not the problem. The problem is your insecurity. You are scared. The idea scares you. The idea of losing security scares you. As long as the fear of securities will remain in you, as long as the lust of securities and the fear of unsecurity is remain in you, you will remain miserable. Your misery will not change. The other disciples of Buddha laugh at Nangalkula. That this Nangalkula, he is stupid. Buddha looks at Nangalkula. Nangalkula sits in front of the master and tears comes out from his eyes. Buddha looked deep into the eyes of Nangalkula and he smiles and say, Nangalkula, do sadhana. Continuous guidance Nangalkula seeks from the master. One day, Nangalkula, after this continuous sadhana, for 21 years, Nangalkula did sadhana with Buddha. And suddenly he stopped going to his Nangal. People surprised. Other disciples, they ask, Nangalkula, you are not going anymore to see your Nangal. Nangalkula said, now the fear has departed. Now the lust is departed. Now the anger is departed. Now my greed is departed. Now my ego is departed. Now my jealousy is departed. So Nangal is departed. Nangal, the plow cannot exist without the desire. Until the desire will exist in you, your plow will exist. Until your anger will exist, your plow will exist. Until your greed will exist, your plow will exist. Until your attachments will exist, your plow will exist. Until your ego will exist, the plow will exist. Until the jealousy will exist, the plow will exist. The day your desires, lust, anger, greed, attachments, ego and jealousy finish, plow will also finish. Plow cannot exist. Nangalkula said to the other disciples, my plow is departed. The disciple thought, the plow departed? How? They went to check whether really the plow departed. They went and they see, no, plow is hanging on the tree as it is. So the other disciples, they say, this Nangalkula is lying to us. But anyway, we will teach him a lesson. So they put the tree on fire and his Nangal, his plow got completely turn into ash. It is the plow of the wood. In the olden times, they use the wooden plows. The people came and people told Nangalkula, your plow is burning there. Someone burn your plow. Nangalkula smiled. Buddha arrived. Buddha said, what happened? Students say, Master, this Nangalkula is saying that his desires, lust, ego is departed. He is lying. And Master, his plow is on fire. Buddha looked at Nangalkula and said, Nangalkula, now you are complete. 21 years of sadhana you have done. Great tests came, and each and every test you clear with great success. The path of sadhana was not easy, but you continuously progressed. What happened to your Nangal? What happened to your plow? How it got burned, Nangalkula? Nangalkula said, Master, I burn it. I put that on fire by myself. The other students, they knows that Nangalkula is lying. They put the Nangal on fire to make him cry, to make him felt that he lost his Nangal now. But the students cannot tell in front of Buddha that we burned his Nangal. We are cunnings. We even try to fool Master. We even try to show our cunningness to Master. So much cunningness, so much cunning we are, that we want to make Master fool. But anyway, now Nangalkula himself is telling that he burned. He put his own plow on the fire. So the students now, they don't have to tell. They will not gonna get caught ever. Buddha said, did you really burn your plow, which is hanging on the tree? He said, yes, Master, but not the plow of the farm, the plow which is inside my mind. My mind is the tree, and this plow of desires, lust, greed, attachments, anger, jealousy, this plow is hanging. And I burned this plow with the tree. Now only I am here, Master. Buddha said, certainly you are completed. Your waxing period is completed. You are a full moon now, Nangalkula. Live in bliss. Other disciples, they become very jealous of Nangalkula. Jealousy is there. We could not get rid of the jealousy unless and until we will be aware of it. We are not aware of our jealousy. That is why jealousy is not leaving us. We are not aware of our anger. That is why anger is not leaving us. We are not aware of our attachment. That is why attachments are not leaving us. We are not aware of our desires, lust. That is why our lust and desires is not leaving us. Our ego is not leaving. Our fears, our anger is not leaving. Why it is not leaving? Because we are not aware. We think we are very smart. Next year, I will not sign the contract. I am very smart. This is what we think. But your misery will not going to finish, because your misery is nothing to do with any outside contract, but the inside contract which you have done with your insecurities. That is the main problem. You have signed this contract, inner contract, with sorrow. The outer contract, they are just the shadow of it. Nangalkula teared whole contracts. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I am now in the shelter of the Master, the Enlightened One. We are continuously chasing securities. We have never given up our plow. Nangalkula have only one plow. We have so many plows. So many plows of attachment, so many plows of ego we carry. So many plow of greeds we carry. We think we are very, very clever, but we don't know that we are not clever, we are just cunnings. We cunnings. And this cunningness of ours is not harming anyone else, but our true self is continuously getting sabotaged because of our cunningness. Nangalkula sat into the feet of Master and he said, Master, for 21 years you gave me refuge. Buddha said, no, Nangalkula. For 21 years you kept on walking on the path of sadhana. That is a big thing. There are these disciples around me, they are just here. Most of them are here just to, because they're getting free bread and free shelter. Most of the monks in India, in Thailand, in Indonesia, they become monks so that because they are belongs to very poor villages where basic amenities of lives are not there, poor children, so they raised in the monasteries from childhood, and then they become monk also. So most of them, they come in this path just because they get free shelter and free bread. But Nangalkula, you are not here for just bread and for shelter. You are here continuously facing your ego, because I challenged you so much. I challenged you so much. So many tests is given to you, but every test you succeed, Nangalkula. This enlightenment you have attained is nothing to do with me. This enlightenment you have attained because you have surrendered your ego. You remain truthful. You accept that you are not calm before enlightenment. Many people, they start becoming calm. They think that enlightenment means when they are calm. Buddha is not become calm before enlightenment. Before enlightenment, Buddha is very, very opposite of calm. He did everything. He lived a very, very materialistic life. When he is in his palace, very materialistic life he lives, the life which everyone dreams to live. Sex with best of the women's, drinking best of the wines, best of the arts, best of the performers. They perform in front of him. Buddha lived a very, very materialistic life. And when he entered in the path of sadhana, in the path of spirituality, he become very, very pseudo-spiritual. Like pseudo-spiritual, they do fastings, and then they do fighting with garlic and onions, and fighting with non-vegetarians. These are the basic things which a pseudo-spiritual person do. He is not happy in himself and he find reason to be unhappy outside. Buddha also live a very pseudo-spiritual life. He did so much fasting that one day he can't even able to walk properly. Then he realized, I can't even cross a river, a small water stream, a small stream which even dog jumping and crossing, children crossing. I am not able to cross this small Niranjana river, this stream. He realized futility of the fasting. Before enlightenment, he remained with great anxiety, great suffering. Then he stopped pseudo-spiritual path. Then he start following the path of sadhana. Then also, after a long period of time, he attained enlightenment. Calmness is the post-enlightenment phenomena. Before enlightenment, if you start feeling half enlightened, that is your ego. Many people, they start feeling very very great calm, but your calmness will disappear. When the dry weather will come, your calmness will disappear. When the dry weather comes, many trees on the roadside, they die. When the wet weather comes, then they become green again. Your pseudo calmness, your pseudo half enlightenment, which you considered yourself, when the test will come, you will broken like the palace of cards. A small wind will come and your palace will break because it have no foundation. So this pseudo calmness, the pseudo spirituality will make you a spiritual from outside. But inside lust is boiling in you. Inside anger is boiling in you. Inside greed is boiling. Inside great amount of insecurities are boiling in you. Attachment, ego is boiling in you. Great amount of it is boiling. Outside you are looking like you are calm. But this calmness is nothing but a calmness before the cyclone, before the storm, a calmness comes. But it followed by a big storm. So don't worry, your pseudo calmness will also disappear when the storm will enter. Nangalkula, until he attained enlightenment, he continuously struggled. Struggle is very very difficult concept. Struggles means refining. Struggle means creating something blissful. Struggles means sadhana. Without doing sadhana, you think just being in the company of master and not doing sadhana, not doing efforts in sadhana will lead you to enlightenment, then it is a very wrong notion. Sadhana you have to do. Master can only give you guidance, but you have to continuous watch. You have to continuous be aware of your anger, of your ego, of your lust, desires, greed, attachments. You have to be continuously aware of your jealousy. You come to master, but you start thinking that that's enough now. In the company of master, you feel calm, but that calmness is not your calmness. It is because you are in the company of master. Your mind itself become sattvic. But that is not enough. You have to develop this sattva in you through your sadhana. Only try to seek the sattvic energy from the master will not help you. You have to develop your own sattvic energy through the guidance of the master. Not the fake calmness. Be truthful to yourself. You are not truthful. You know that the lust is boiling in you, but you try to be calm. How it is possible? You know greed, anger is boiling in you, and you try to pretend to be calm. That is cunningness. That is opposite of awareness. You are not aware. You are very, very unaware. You are sleeping. Nangalkula awake. Nangalkula has burned his plough. Will be able to burn your plough? The plough which is hanging on the tree of your mind. Will be able to burn the plough of greed in you, to burn the plough of desires, lust in you, to burn the plough of anger, attachments in you, jealousy? Will be able to burn the plough of your insecurities? That will be the first step on the path of sadhana. Sadhana will start after that. First of all, burn this tree. First of all, burn these ploughs. Nangalkula is submerged into his true bliss. Buddha noticed a new star is shining, a new sun is rising. In the universe of enlightenment, a new planet is dancing. Nangalkula become calm. Buddha noticed that Nangalkula is now becoming a bodhisattva. Nangalkula is now entered into the path of Jivan Mukti. He is a Jivan Mukta. Buddha told Nangalkula now walk towards Videhi Mukta. Your plough is hanging on the tree. If possible, burn it. If possible, turn it into the ashes and be free. With this line, I will rest my words. Namaste. पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नमस्ते। ओम तत्सत।